Today we're taking a look at the NBA matches, which are happening on Friday, April 23, 2021, and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. So here is my betting suggestion for Atlanta Hawks versus Miami Heat match. The Miami Heat are averaging 106.5 points on 46.1% shooting, allowing 107 points on 44.9% shooting. Jimmy Butler is averaging 21.4 points and 7.3 assists, while Bam Adebayo is averaging 19.1 points and 9.3 rebounds. Tyler Herro is the third double-digit scorer and Kendrick Nunn is grabbing 3.2 rebounds. The Miami Heat are shooting 35% from beyond the arc and 78.5% from the free throw line. The Miami Heat are allowing 36.1% shooting from deep and are grabbing 42.1 rebounds per game. The Atlanta Hawks have been in red-hot form themselves as they've won 9 of their past 12 games, but they will be hoping to bounce back after getting stopped by the surging Knicks in a 137-127 overtime road loss on Wednesday. Clint Capella led the team with 25 points with 22 rebounds on 12 of 17 shooting. Trae Young added 20 points with 14 assists. Bogdan Bogdanovic added 20 points while John Collins chipped in with 18 points. As a team, the Hawks shot 48% from the field and 12 of 34 from the three-point line as they got off to a quick start with 39 points in the first quarter before squandering an 11-point lead in the fourth quarter. The Hawks had a second chance to steal the game but ended up scoring just 5 points in overtime as they couldn't wrestle the momentum back from the Knicks. The Heat are 6-2 ATS in their last 8 games following a straight-up win and 5-2 ATS in their last 7 games following an ATS win. The Hawks are 10-2 ATS in their last 12 home games and 9-3 ATS in their last 12 games overall. The under is 5-2 in Heat last 7 overall. The under is 7-3 in Hawks last 10 home games. And they're winning their last 5 games by an average of 3.8 points while shooting 47.4% from the field. The Atlanta Hawks are playing good basketball as well and win at home by an average of 3.4 points, but they're still banged up and will be without Trae Young for this contest. My betting advice for that game is to pick Miami Heat -5. Now here is my betting suggestion for Boston Celtics at Brooklyn Nets match. The Boston Celtics are averaging 112.4 points on 47% shooting and allowing 110.4 points on 46.3% shooting. Jason Tatum is averaging 25.8 points and 7.3 rebounds while Jaylen Brown is averaging 24.5 points and 3.4 assists. Kemba Walker is the third double-digit scorer and Marcus Smart is grabbing 3.3 rebounds. The Boston Celtics are shooting 37.5% from beyond the arc and 77.3% from the free throw line. The Boston Celtics are allowing 37.1% shooting from deep and are grabbing 44.1 rebounds per game. The Brooklyn Nets have been in a bit of a rut as they've split their last 8 games and they will be low on confidence after falling to the slumping Raptors in a 114-103 road loss on Wednesday. Kyrie Irving led the team with 28 points with 11 rebounds and 8 assists. Bruce Brown added 21 points with 14 rebounds off the bench while Joe Harris chipped in with 14 points. As a team, the Nets shot just 39% from the field and 13 of 41 from the three-point line as they poured in 36 points in the first quarter to lead by as many as 13 points early, before getting outscored in the second and third quarters by a combined 69-45 against a spirited Raptors team. Jeff Green scored just 8 points on 2 of 9 shooting while Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot scored just 6 points on 2 of 9 shooting. The Celtics are 6-0 ATS in their last 6 road games and 1-7 ATS in their last 8 games playing on 0 days rest. The Nets are 3-7 ATS in their last 10 home games and 2-6 ATS in their last 8 Friday games. The under is 9-4 in Celtics' last 13 overall. The over is 4-0 in Nets' last 4 home games. The Celtics are 0-5 ATS in the last 5 meetings in Brooklyn and 1-4 ATS in the last 5 meetings. The Boston Celtics are on the end of a back-to-back, but they're playing really good basketball, which includes winning their last 5 games by an average of 5.2 points while shooting 48.3% from the field. The Brooklyn Nets have been hit or miss lately, and they could very well be without Harden and Durant yet again. Statement game for the Celtics, a club eager to prove itself. My betting advice for that game is to pick Boston Celtics plus 5.5. Now here is my betting suggestion for Oklahoma City Thunder versus Washington Wizards match. The Washington Wizards are one of the hottest teams in the NBA. They bring their 6-game winning streak to Oklahoma City to face the Thunder on Friday. The Wizards are 25th, 33rd, and 10th in the Eastern Conference, while the Thunder are 20th, 39th, and 13th in the Western Conference. The Wizards have rattled off 6 wins in a row and 8 in their last 10 meters games. Tom improved to 25-33. They are now actually in the playoffs, sitting in 10th place. The Wizards are now only 2 games behind 9th place Indiana. They have lost 12 straight games and are 0 for April. They have not won a game this month and have fallen to 20-39. Now they face one of the hottest teams in the league in the Wizards. The Washington Wizards are averaging 114.1 points on 46.9% shooting and allowing 118 points on 46.9% shooting. Bradley Beal is averaging 31 points and 4.8 rebounds, while Russell Westbrook is averaging 21.6 points and 10.9 assists. Rui Hachimura is the 3rd double-digit scorer, and Davis Bertans is grabbing 3 rebounds. The Washington Wizards are shooting 34.5% from beyond the arc and 75.7% from the free throw line. The Washington Wizards are allowing 37.6% shooting from deep and are grabbing 44.8 rebounds per game. The Oklahoma City Thunder have been in terrible shape, as they've lost 15 of their past 16 games, and they will be hoping to put an end to a 12-game losing streak after falling short against the Pacers in a 122-116 road loss on Wednesday. Darius Bazley led the team with 26 points. Svi Mykhailiuk added 20 points with 9 rebounds and 4 assists, while Kenrich Williams chipped in with 15 points off the bench. As a team, the Thunder shot 46% from the field and 9 of 29 from the three-point line as they struggled in the first half and trailed by as many as 13 points, before falling just short despite cutting the deficit to just 1 point with 5:08 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Wizards are 5-1 ATS in their last 6 road games and 5-1 ATS in their last 6 games overall. The Thunder are 0-5 ATS in their last 5 home games and 4-12 ATS in their last 16 games overall. The under is 5-0 in Wizards' last 5 overall. The under is 5-2 in Thunder last 7 overall. The Thunder long ago threw in the towel after Shai Gilgeous-Alexander went out with an injury. They just decided to not play Al Horford and they traded away George Hill. Now they have a team with players that few people have heard of, and the result is a race to the bottom. 10 points is a lot to give up on the road, but the Thunder have nothing to play for here and the Wizards have everything to play for. My betting advice for that game is to pick Washington -10. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice. Now here is my betting suggestion for Houston Rockets vs Los Angeles Clippers match. It has been back to losing since the Rockets beat the Orlando Magic and put an end to a 5-game losing streak. Now they appear to be on the verge of building another streak after suffering back-to-back losses to the Utah Jazz and Miami Heat. The Clippers, on the other hand, appear to be in playoff form after winning their last 3 games against the Memphis Grizzlies. That's when perennial All-Star Kawhi Leonard is expected to be re-evaluated for a foot injury that has kept him sidelined since last Sunday's game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Yet, even without him on the floor, the team has rolled to victories over the Portland Trail Blazers and Memphis Grizzlies. They were without Paul George as well on Wednesday and still beat the Grizzlies 117-105. The Rockets stink right now. Granted, it's to be expected considering the massive turnover they've endured in this season alone. It's going to take time to rebuild the roster from the ground up. As currently constructed, however, it's a team beyond saving, even with John Wall and Christian Wood in the lineup. The Los Angeles Clippers are averaging 115 points on 48.5% shooting and allowing 108.1 points on 46.4% shooting. Kawhi Leonard is averaging 25.7 points and 6.7 rebounds, while Paul George is averaging 23.8 points and 6.4 rebounds. Marcus Morris Sr. is the third double-digit scorer, and Serge Ibaka is grabbing 6.7 rebounds. The Los Angeles Clippers are shooting 42% from beyond the arc and 83.4% from the free throw line. The Los Angeles Clippers are allowing 35.8% shooting from deep and are grabbing 44.2 rebounds per game. The Houston Rockets have been in terrible form as they've lost 12 of their past 14 games, and they will be hoping to snap a 2-game skid after getting thrashed by the Jazz in a 112-89 home loss on Wednesday. John Wall led the team with 21 points with 6 assists, Christian Wood added 16 points while Kelly Olynyk chipped in with 10 points, but no other player finished in double figures in scoring. As a team, the Rockets shot just 35% from the field and 10 of 49 from the three-point line as they struggled early and fell behind by 18 points at halftime after scoring just 16 points in the second quarter, before getting blown out in the third quarter where they trailed by as many as 36 points. The Clippers have the defense to make it another painful night of basketball for Houston fans eagerly anticipating the end of the season. There has simply been too much turnover for the Rockets to compete this year. Kevin Porter Jr. also being out is a huge problem considering the lack of scoring consistency behind John Wall and Christian Wood. The defense in Houston is still atrocious, and now, they don't have the talent to make up for it on the offensive end of the floor. My betting advice for that game is to pick Los Angeles minus 11.5. Good luck to all of you.